This is Stars and Scopes with your friend Uma, updated every new and full moon with guidance based on planetary transits in the current sky and extra support from tarot. For accuracy, take a look at your rising sign first if you know it, and do feel free to listen to your sun, moon and rising if you'd like the full picture. If you're interested in your birth chart, check out the readings page at umaruby.com. And if you'd like to support the work, head over to buymeacoffee.com/umaruby and you can buy me a coffee. Finally, if you're a visual learner, look up Uma Ruby Tarot on YouTube and you can watch and learn. Okay, let's take a look. Hello Taurus and Taurus rising, welcome to your horoscope for the new moon in Cancer happening on the 29th of June at 12:52 p.m. if you're in the southern hemisphere with me. So if you wanted to ritualize this thing, I would suggest that you do it on the 28th, the night before, just so you can get the full darkness experience for your manifestations. It's okay, you can do it on the 29th if you'd like to, if you'd prefer. Anyhow, so Cancer, for you, a new moon, a beautiful, watery, emotional, fresh energy to work with, to call in, to ask for from the universe. So the last full moon, I don't know about you, but it was a pretty hectic one. It was a super moon. It was a strawberry moon, so it was quite close to the earth. There was so much that changed for me personally, so I don't know if that's a universal thing. I think that it might be from just the other people that I've spoken to, but it almost felt like an eclipse, really. I mean, life is feeling much like that at the moment, but it's, you know, we can rely on the idea that the moon is comforting us and taking care of us. She's there for us. Right now, she's in Cancer, and she couldn't be happier than to be in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. So as far as that space of tranquility and beauty and emotional depth, we can really look forward to manifesting and working with this moon to call in what we need in that sense for our lives. Now, Cancer rules your third house, Taurus. So in the way that in your village, your immediate surroundings, the way that you communicate and transfer messages and information is quite caring. It's quite nurturing. You're very gentle with the way that you transpose information. You're very thoughtful, and you have the emotional body at the forefront of your mind when doing that. There's nothing particularly brash about you, Taurus. So in this space of manifestation, how do we manifest for a third house moon? I would suggest that we look at the tarot first of all, because the new moon's happening at 7 degrees of Cancer, and the tarot card that correlates with that degree is the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful sacred connection. It's a soul pairing. It's a exchange of energies. It's very healing, this card. There's something really gentle and restorative about the Two of Cups. You can see the staff of Hermes there in the center of these two figures, which is medicinal in a lot of ways. It's healing energy. So I wonder, is there a message that you need to transmute? Is there communication that needs to be dealt with? Do you need to tell somebody something that will regenerate a relationship, that will bring it back down to its essence and will heal that space? This is what we can call in with this new moon. We can ask for that from Luna. She's wanting to help. So think about that. Think about the village. Think about the sort of the folks that are sort of, that you would, that you share a water system with. Think about those people. So it's an intimate space. Think about what it is that you wish to express and how that's going to heal something, potentially that maybe there's been a rift, or maybe there's been a disconnection, maybe of energy. Maybe there just needs to be a rerouting and the intentions need to be set once more, that this is how you want the relationship to be. Now the moon is in another square this time with Jupiter in Aries. So I'm not going to say it's no big deal. The squares are always a tense energy. There's a pressure. It's like a fight for supremacy in some way. So with this beautiful, restorative, healing moon, Jupiter is in Aries saying, excuse me, what about all of that stuff that we've been concocting in dreamland? What about all of that stuff that there was a path here, there was a path there. Where are we going to go, Taurus? Which way? Tell me which way to go. So Aries is your 12th. So Aries is your unconscious reality. It's your dream. It's your connection to spirit in that really, really visceral sense. Not so much to do with the reading and writing of it. It's really how you feel it. It's your potential to reach other dimensions or to reach a higher point of consciousness. So you've been thinking about this a little bit. You've been dreaming, I imagine, quite fervently, quite feverishly, because Jupiter is there in Aries. So the square to me says it's not a battle. I think it's more of a reminder to not forget about this, and perhaps this could potentially be something that you could bring to this communication, to bring to these messages that you're going to transpose, that you wish to manifest their strength and the articulation to be able to tell these people how you feel, or tell this person, whoever it is, tell them how you feel from that Cancer moon space. So call it in at this new moon. I really would think about, go over how you communicate and where you would like to communicate, where you would like to express your feelings and love for those around you. And as you're calling that in, remember all of the beautiful Jupiter, Aries, 12th house stuff that's been going on as you've been sleeping. Remember that and bring some of that into the conversation, I'd say. That would be a really good thing to do. Now, so that's the astrology. I'm going to leave it there, I think. It's a pretty simple sky. There's some other things going on, but we don't have to worry about that. I think we'll focus in on this. But I am going to pull you some more tarot, and we'll see what Spirit has to say right here, right now, and see if we can tap into not a solution, just a story. What else is going on for Taurus, please, Spirit? Can you tell me? How can we manifest empathetic communication? Oh. Oopsie doodle. Temperance. That's a great anchor point for our fire and water that's going on here. So I guess in that space of emotionally expressing yourself, keep in mind, temper that fire with the water, but also, temperance is about both, isn't it? So maybe I wouldn't feel so embarrassed if things got passionate in your exchange. You can go there. Ace of Wands. And a Four of Swords. Okay. Something tells me that this has been on your mind for a while, and it's something that you do really need to express. It's something that you do need to send forth. All of this dreamland stuff, all of this mind expansion it really has quite a profound space in this. There's a spark here. The aces are from Spirit. The aces are an offer or a direction from God, the goddess, whatever word you like to use, from the other world. So as you're communicating yourself, as you're telling those around you how you feel and how you feel for them, and you're bringing in some of that dreamland stuff, you're bringing in some of this new direction that's cropping up for you in dreams, this change, is really what I'm getting. It's a diversion of the path. Temper it, but I think temperance is here to remind you that it goes both ways. So absolutely be mindful of other people's emotions, absolutely work and talk from the heart and talk from that emotional space. But bring the passion too, bring the fire. There's something, I don't know if it's creative. I don't know if there's something, it's almost like it's a spirit connection, really. There's something in your essence, there's something that's coming to you in dreams that needs to, now is the time at this Cancer new moon, is to call in that to ground it in reality and to bring it down to conversation, to sharing stories. Now is the time to do it. I think this is what this is telling me. The Four of Swords is sort of it. I'm reminded of that dream space, that the swords are truth. So it's sort of, there is a feeling of rest is required with this card too. So I imagine that whatever it is, you're building up to it, Taurus. I don't wish to discount the gravity of what it is that you need to share. So in that way, there might be some much needed rest that comes after that. There might be, a moment to collect yourself, to step away from the intensity of this exchange, of this message that you're preparing. And I think after, take that moment to rest. It's a good thing always to, especially after a full moon, I find I wish we could all sleep for, we should have public holidays for like 2-3 days after a full moon. But this emotional message that you're preparing to share to your village or otherwise, to the folks around you, to your brothers and sisters, to your neighbors, whatever it is, you wish to reunite with them, you wish to heal something. And that healing will come with the information that you've gleaned from your dream space. And you'll need some time for that to recalibrate, because it feels quite new and fresh and undeniable. Whatever it is that is coming into your mind as I'm saying this, know that it's being guided, by spirit here. This is really important for you to remember that you're not doing the wrong thing, or you're not deluded in any way. This is, delusion is Neptune, you remember? That can be the difficulty sometimes. Neptune's in Pisces, don't worry about that. This is Jupiter in Aries. This is let's go. This is fire starter. This is my life now. This is who I am. This is what I believe. This is my identity. So that's a lot of energy to shift at a new moon. So I think that at the new moon, manifest that clarity and manifest that confidence to share this information, to send those messages. And you'll do, in the 3D world, you'll do that as well. Like you'll make plans. Take this as the starting gun, like it's now time to do the first leg of prep to get this information out and to engage in this exchange. Because remember, it is for healing, it is for reconciliation, or it is for medicine in some way. These two figures here, fire and water is what I get. We've got the one in the yellow, the one in the blue. There is that sort of beautiful temperance about this card as well, isn't there? There's two different energies, two polarizing energies, but together they're creating such beauty. There's nothing particularly binary about the tarot, which is one good thing to remember. Okay. Nothing binary about the temperance card, anyway. All right, I'm going to leave this reading here Taurus because my sand's running out. Much love to you. I think that this is big stuff, so I wish you all the very best with it. I think this is going to be really great, and it's going to be quite clearing. There's going to be a clearing for you that you'll obviously need to recover from, but it's going to be for the absolute best. It's going to be a really beautiful thing, and you're going to be able to start your life from here, from this moment, once these messages are sent forth. Head over to umaruby.com if you'd like a private reading with me. You can also head to buymeacoffee.com/umaruby if you'd like to tip me for this reading. Much love to you, and I'll speak to you in 2 weeks for the full moon in Capricorn. Until then, take care. Bye.